Hello lovelies. So the final archetype is the archetype of the Creatrix. So this archetype is linked to our crown chakra. The archetype is one that is all about the creation energy. It's our link to the divine. It's our link to a higher power of whatever name you want to call it, whether it's God, the universe, your higher self. So this Creatrix energy, this Creatrix archetype is all about transformation. Her energy is one of rebirth. She creates things. She is the inspiration that comes from somewhere above us, and we channel that energy down. It is our connection to our vision, our purpose in life. It is the ability to channel universal laws. It's our deepest connection to a divine power. In the overactive state, this archetype can sometimes be very manipulative in terms of that false prophet energy. The archetype that feels it's almost godlike. It can just be, in its overactive state, an unhealthy guru. The archetype in its overactive state is also one that can be very flighty, ungrounded, unable to bring things into reality, jumping from one thing to another, doesn't really have that energy grounded into her body, grounded from the divine into the earth plane. As an underactive archetype, the archetype of the Creatrix can be very disconnected from her intuition, from her connection to source. She doesn't trust her gifts. So she might be a clear channel, but she's ashamed by it, or she thinks that it's something that is dark or evil, or maybe she's grown up with an idea that these abilities that she has, the gifts that we have as individuals, is something that she doesn't want to claim, and so she shies away from it. She disconnects from her gifts, from her connection to a higher power. She is somebody who doesn't want to believe in her spirituality, in her purpose. So this archetype is often linked to energies such as Isis, which is the goddess of 10,000 names. She's the Egyptian goddess. She's linked to many gifts and abilities, but one of the main energies of Isis is she's sometimes referred to as a mother goddess, but she's also Creatrix. She is the goddess who descended into the underworld and resurrected her husband Osiris. So she is the goddess of magic. She embodies life and death and that balance. She's my patron goddess, and I work very closely with Isis. She is an energy that is very sacred in terms of her ability to move between the earthly realms and the underworld and the overworld, the other world. So her ability to transcend these energies, to move between these energies, is something that's really powerful, especially if you're looking for a Creatrix energy and wanting to embody that Creatrix energy. Another goddess that would embody the Creatrix energy is somebody like Kali. I don't recommend working with Kali's energy unless you've been doing a lot of your own spiritual work, a lot of your own grounding work. Her energy is very powerful. It's actually kind of playful, but you have to be very grounded, and because she's considered a dark goddess, it's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to shy away from, but unless you've been doing your own spiritual work, it can be one of those overpowering energies that really shifts things in your lives and really creates transformation. Oya is another one. She's an ocean goddess, and her energy is very much about change and transformation. So that concludes the goddess archetypes, and I hope that it's brought you some clarity about who the goddesses are, how these archetypes work. I hope to be doing a few more videos about these goddesses and how to respectfully link up with them and work with them in a few other videos. So I hope this has been helpful so far, and I look forward to hearing your comments and feedback below.